Welcome everyone and thank you so much for joining in. As you can see guys, nothing much has changed since yesterday. The price of Bitcoin is still hovering between 19,000 to 20,000 range, and we definitely want to find out whether the 19,000 support is going to hold the price or not, because if this 19,000 support in a daily and also in a weekly is going to get broken, then we should be preparing for the worst case scenario. Yes, you heard that right. In the past price action, whenever the price of Bitcoin has showed this very nice impulsive movement, what has followed? A corrective movement like this. But the reason why I'm actually showing you this corrective movement is because the price is clearly forming these lower highs, lower lows continuation pattern. So in our case, if this support around 19,000 in a weekly time frame, also in a daily time frame, is going to get broken, then I am actually expecting the price of Bitcoin to show a movement here towards this 11 to 12,000 before, right, calling it an actual bottom, also forming this actual accumulation phase, and only after that starting with this new marker phase. So guys, please be careful and please do not over leverage yourself at this current stage. And why this pullback around 11,000 to 12,000 would make sense in the worst case scenario? Let me show you that with this CPR indicator. Now, before I jump into the content, guys, if you haven't destroyed that like button, then please do it right now, because lately YouTube is not pushing my videos. I don't know why. So definitely a like and a comment will boost the algorithm. Now, if you look at this price action of Bitcoin in a daily time frame, you can see very clearly, guys, the price of Bitcoin is still below this CPR lines. These CPR lines are very important line of resistance. So we have said, if the price of Bitcoin wants to show an actual movement like this, first we have to overcome the obstacle between 20,800 to 22,000 range. Only after flipping this resistance into support, only after that we are going to talk about this impulsive movement towards this monthly arrow line, which right now is sitting around 23,600 area. But as long as we are going to remain below these CPR lines, this could be a trend continuation here to the downward direction, because you know, in the worst case scenario I showed you, with the help of this falling wedge, even though this is considered as a bullish scenario for the upcoming days and month, if we are going to see a pullback here to the downside, this lower line is where we could be getting gravitated, and we said around 11,000 to 12,000 would be our target area. But if we look at this price action using the CPR line, let me add further S2 and S3 lines, because if you look at this monthly S2 and S3 line, in the worst case scenario for this September month, we have to be careful, because we know on 21st of September we also have this FOMC meeting. So if they are going to be aggressive, which it looks like, right, the price of Bitcoin could react negatively. And in the worst case scenario, you can see this lines has already been placed. Monthly S2 line, because this was monthly S1 line, and this here is our monthly S3 line. So monthly S3 line is sitting around 15,900 area, and the worst case scenario target, the monthly S3 line, is sitting around 12,300 area. So that is one reason in the worst case scenario, guys, this 11,000 to 12,000 could also be on the line before price start with this actual accumulation phase, and also with this new marker phase. But for that, I think we still have a lot of time. Now, beside this example, guys, what I also want to talk about is this ascending broadening wedge and ascending right angle broadening wedge formation. Because if you look at this price structure, you can see very clearly, if you monitor this price action as a ascending right angle broadening formation, then we know this lower line area around 19,000 is where we could be getting gravitated before price chooses a trend direction. But we know if this support around 19,000 is going to get broken, then the price of Bitcoin could be starting this rally here to the downward direction. But we have said, not just only this right angle broadening wedge formation, but also if you add a price movement here in this manner like this, then you can see very clearly, guys, the price of Bitcoin is not just only forming this right angle broadening wedge, but also an ascending broadening wedge formation. So according to this ascending broadening wedge, this area around 19,600, 19,700 is where we are holding ourselves. So once the support around 19,500 to 19,600 is going to get broken, then we have to be careful, because in that case we could be coming back to retest the support around this 19,000, the lower line from this right angle broadening wedge, and breaking that. Now you can see breaking that could be triggering a big sell off here in the upcoming days for Bitcoin. So all eyes are going to be around this 19,000 for the upcoming days for Bitcoin. And not just only this, guys, if you also monitor the price action Bitcoin in a 4-hour time frame, another very interesting scenario is forming. Now, before I switch the chart, let me remind you guys, we have around $8,550 bonus available for our community members in the description down below. Bybit, which is my favorite crypto exchange, is giving around $4,450 bonus, and Phemex around $4,100. And additional to this, the first 50 users who sign up under CryptoAnup, deposit at least 1,000 USD, trade at least 1,000 USD, get an airdrop of 100 USDT. And along with that, all newly registered users will get 0% makers fee on derivatives until the end of September. So if you are an experienced trader, do grab this opportunity. Now, if you look at this price action of Bitcoin in a 4-hour time frame, you can see this is something what we talked on my yesterday's video. I mean, support failing to hold the price again trying to re-enter inside this rising channel or so-called bear flag, and again a pullback here like this. And now guys, now if you monitor the price action of Bitcoin, a very similar scenario is playing out just like here from the past price action. I mean, the price has broken the support from this rising channel or bear flag, and now while trying to re-enter above this channel, we are getting rejection just like here from the past price action. So I want you guys to be very careful, because if you fail, right, if you fail to break above this 20,500 range in the medium short term, we could be seeing another rally just like here from the past price action. So guys, so please be careful. Please do not over leverage yourself unless a proper support or resistance gets broken, because you can see very clearly according to this ascending channel, support got broken, we had this bigger price retracement, another ascending channel followed, price started showing this corrective movement. Now in our case, we have already actually broken the support from this rising channel. So please be careful, because we don't want to get trapped in another pullback just like here from the past price action. And not just only here in a smaller time frame, daily time frame, even in a weekly time frame, I have been warning you guys with the help of this stochastic RSI, because we know in the weekly time frame, whenever the stochastic RSI has flashed this bearish crossover, orange line crossing above this blue line, after that the price of Bitcoin in a bigger time frame has started showing this reversal. Each and every time this stochastic RSI flashed a bearish signal, the price of Bitcoin also started showing this corrective movement. So please be careful, because right now this exact scenario is playing out. I mean, the price of Bitcoin is showing weakness, and also here to the downside, this stochastic RSI is flashing a bearish crossover. So in the upcoming days, even if we are going to see any sort of a relief rally, unless we break the resistance between monthly CPI line, any sort of impulsive movement will be looked as a fake out, and price again showing this corrective movement. Now, these are some of the quick updates that I wanted to share with you in today's video. If you enjoyed my work, then please destroy that like button, and for those individuals watching this for the first time, hit the subscribe button and the bell. So by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye.